Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna share with you today one really bad experience that I had just yesterday. So, I went to the stable as usual to have my ride with Yazan. In this period, I'm riding bareback because I'm just waiting for the new saddle to arrive. And I got pretty comfortable with it. My horse is fine. We go out every day. I also ride him a bit less, but as I was saying, it's like fine, right? We don't go too much deep in the desert. We don't go on the canter tracks. We just go around the farms. It spooks a little bit, like sometimes, but usually it's like a couple of steps and then he recovers himself, and it's mostly fine all the times, right? So today we just went out, usual road, like our weekend track. We go a little bit around the farms, as I was saying, and I just noticed that at some time it just got scared a little bit. I didn't quite understand about what. So I didn't even think about going down and just, just walk him instead of riding him. I kept staying on him, and it took off instead of slowing down. I'm so sorry because in this video I was wearing my GoPro on my chest, but you cannot see what happened behind the scenes. So I will explain you now. I checked also in the videos, you cannot really see, but there was a donkey, okay? There was a donkey in front of us. It was just grazing around one of the stables on the right side. I saw the donkey, my horse saw the donkey saw us. It was fine, just grazing, ignoring us. So we kept going, and then I start noticing Yazan ears pointing to the right. And this is when you can also see in the video I say, oh, don't worry, where you don't like to go right, we're just gonna go straight. And it was, like fine. And then he just started to turn both ears, and this is when he started to trot and then bolt. Okay, at that moment, and even after I fell down from him, I didn't realize what was happening. Basically, he was chased by this stallion donkey all the way. So what happened after I fall down, and I'm sorry because I cut the video, but there was too much adrenaline after all. My horse galloped away. It went towards the highway, and I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen to me. In the meantime, what I've done, I just called the stable. They rescued me. After, I will say, 10 minutes of me walking around, just calling by his name, he went back the same way he was going towards to, and he was still chased by this donkey. Okay, so they're both stallion. Both my horse is a stallion and this donkey is a stallion, but my horse got really afraid of him, and he didn't leave him. It was like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. And my horse was so fucking scared. But at the end, so the guys that rescued me tried to get my horse. He just didn't stop, and luckily he went back to the stable. So I have to admit, in my ride, I wasn't wearing an helmet, and I really got lucky because I didn't hit my head. I just went down with my ass and my left side of the body, so I came home with just bruises. I'm gonna let you watch the video now, and I will just discuss over some images at the end of it. Perché se tu l'annusi, ok? Oh, annusa, eh? Andiamo. Bravo. Hi, Yasin. Good morning. Good morning. Ma te la rimangi? Ma che c'hai oggi? Sai che il sabato mattina andiamo di qua, sì? Passo, Passo. I'm just gonna stop here a little second just to make you understand where the donkey was. It was ahead of us, like on the right. The kind of fence, like beige fence that you see on the right, is another stable, right? So my horse is always curious about looking at what is happening inside the stable, and it's already pointing the ears over there. And I thought he wanted to go there, like as usual, you know. And then I asked him not to go, but this is actually he's actually looking also the donkey that is like hidden within the bushes down there. Okay, you can see here I was already very proud of him because he went between the tracks, and as far as he always a little bit concerned about them, but they was like very brave. So I'm petting him, but just take a close look, and this is when the disaster happened. Fate di là, hai visto com'era? Ti ricordi che non ti era piaciuto? Passo, 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 passo! Okay, at this point, I was just realizing how lucky I was because I didn't really hurt myself. As you can see, my shoe flew off. I will show you in a little bit what happened. And you can hear Yazan galloping away. I think he never acted this way. That is why I always ride him without the saddle, without the bit, and it makes me really feel safe, right? I'm sure 90% of you will never agree to do this, but he's always a fine horse. But as you can predict what's gonna happen, I really didn't predict this was gonna happen. And at this point, I still didn't realize why it was doing that. Probably just now, actually, because I saw the donkey running. So at this point, I'm just like on the ground, just trying to collect my ideas. I think I just had a peak of adrenaline. I didn't even believe myself that I was gonna stay on for this much time. I mean, I'm used to him. I'm riding him bareback, but just walking and trot. So for me, this was actually the first canter or like almost gallop. I think it started galloping when I was still on him. And as I was saying, I'm still lucky that nothing really serious happened. So I was wearing just normal sneakers, but I wasn't riding with the saddle, right? I usually wear boots, but I got lucky today because with the normal sneakers, they didn't. They just got removed. As you can see in this picture, my ankle got angled in the reins. I have 8 feet reins, like in like cord, basically. And they just one of them just flew away, and I got so lucky that today I wasn't wearing boots, because with the boots I will just be probably dragged all over the desert, And as you can see in this frame, Yazan's foot landed just 1 centimeter away from my leg, so I'm so lucky it didn't step on me. And this is also where I got the bruises, like in the front of my leg. But I got so lucky, like really, really lucky. I really appreciate that someone saved me. Like, I don't know whom, like probably God, but someone really saved me. So this is the result of the accident that I have. Luckily, I just got bruises on my arm, leg, and on my butt. Yes, my butt is blue today, one day after, even more blue than that shown in the picture. After this, I also went to different stables checking who the owner is of these donkeys, and I found out that the owner doesn't give a shit about having those donkeys going freely and chasing horses, because apparently many people texted me after this happened and I posted the story on Instagram about it, and they said, oh, you know what, this donkey chased me once, my horse kicked him, and this happens, is a usual thing that happens. And I'm like, what are you saying? But the only response I got from the owner is, are you sure these are my donkeys? And trust me guys, I just drove to 3 different stables. 2 of them pointed me to that specific one, and in that specific one I asked, do you own donkeys? And they're like, yes, but they're not here now. So I know who the owner is, right? But sadly, there's nothing you can do. I just text him. I'm like, can you please make sure these donkeys are always tied and in the stable? Don't let them, loose because they're dangerous. Can you please do that for safety reason? Blah blah blah. I don't know what's gonna happen. I will find out in the next days, I guess. So just probably the most important thing that I learned from this experience is that even when you get the most comfortable with your own horse, with your own tack, with the usual tracks that you go to every day, there's always a very small percentage that something can happen, right? And from next time on, I'm just gonna wear the helmet, and I'm just gonna get my horse used again to wear the bit. Because it's not used to it anymore. So I think just for extra safety, I'm just gonna make him used to it again. Please, if you have any feedback or any comment in general, just leave it in the comment section below. See you on the next video.